Hi, I'm Cache.
And I'm Julian. Thank you for tuning in to Miami Television News.
The end of the semester is approaching fast. While many students spend their break at home, others view the 6-week winter term as an opportunity to study abroad. MTN's Jonathan Myro has the story.
What are you going to do over J-term?
I'm planning on going back home, seeing my family, friends from high school, have a good time, maybe work a little bit at my job, and then, visit a couple friends at school, just generally relax, take a break from school.
I'm going to go home and talk to my family, see how my buddies are doing. I'll probably get in my car after having walked for about 3 weeks and see how hard it is to not disrupt traffic and be a nuisance. And I'll probably also visit my local bakery and buy some of their bread that they have, which is really good.
So over J-term, I'm taking a few different classes. I'm taking a computing class, and I'm also taking a MME class, mechanical engineering.
Well, I actually was in a show this semester called Echoes of Miami, and for my performance as an actor, I got nominated for this scholarship called the Irene Ryan Acting Scholarship. And there is a competition, I guess, in the first week of January that I'll be going in, competing in with 2 scenes and a monologue. So that's what I'm going to be doing. It's pretty exciting.
I'm actually studying abroad in Dublin, Ireland through the College of Creative Arts, and I'm doing a program called Storytelling and Creative Collaboration in Irish Arts and Culture, and I'm really excited.
Well, I'm going back to my hometown of Chicago, and I'm going to teach some coding classes for elementary school age kids at my local middle school.
All right, so why should students go on the trip to New Zealand?
Cool. So the trip to New Zealand offers the opportunity for students to get outside their comfort zone and try different activities that maybe they've never tried before. We do ice climb. Not many people can say they've ice climbed in the Southern Hemisphere before. So ice climbing, backpacking, sea kayaking, and a mixture of different intercultural experiences.
In other news, Miami statistics professor and chair John Baylor has been named a fellow of the American Association for the Advancement of Science.
A group of Miami art students are working on 4 massive steel sculptures to decorate a middle school near Chicago. MTN's reporter Mackenzie Rosero spoke with them to learn more about the project. Check it out.
So I'm Benjamin, and I've been a part of this project for 2 semesters. The project itself was founded by our fearless leader, Rod Northcutt, who created a connection with a middle school up in Chicago. So this middle school up in Chicago has been expanding their art wing, and they wanted to connect with us to give them 4 sculptures that would inspire the children. 4 massive sculptures is a full-time job.
We've been doing a lot of welding. We're going to have to clean them, sandblast them, and paint them so that they can withstand the elements. So the first 2 sculptures are probably about 90% completed as far as the fabrication goes. The hope is that early in the spring semester we'd be able to wrap up the other 2. And what's beneficial for these students is to have a public art project in their portfolio moving forward. They are able to think in a different way than if they just made small sculptures that would fit in a gallery setting. None have done anything this scale before. 4 out of our 6 students they were actually new to the project this semester. They are inheriting and building on what the advanced students did in the last semester. It is kind of a collaborative process between multiple kind of generations of sculpture students.
So when we first started the project, I originally thought, I don't want to be a part of this. We're just building last year's work. They didn't finish it, now it's being thrown onto us. But after we met the middle schoolers, we kind of realized that they have as big of a role in it as we do. We're, in a way, working with them to produce these sculptures. It's more than just a project for a sculpture class.
When you jump into full-on fabrication of these sculptures, it's hard to envision. And then you get to the point where it's way too heavy and you can't move it, and you need 6 people at once to move it, and you're starting to burn holes through your shirts. Then it starts to sort of come together, and you start to sort of understand what you're doing and why you're doing it.
We are also sad to report that former President George H.W. Bush passed away November 30th. He was 94 years old. Miami's recently been ranked nationally for student entrepreneurship. Miami ranks 7th among public universities and 14th overall.
Miami sports teams have been busy lately. We go to MTN reporter Dylan Saraki for the update.
The women's basketball team is set to tip off tonight against in-state rival University of Cincinnati at 7 p.m. right here at Millett Hall. The Redhawks are 5-1 so far on the season, with their only loss coming to undefeated and number 5 ranked Louisville. The Redhawks have found success this year in part due to their balanced scoring attack. 6 of the women average at least 7 points per game, with Lauren Dickerson, Savannah Klusner, and Kendall McCoy leading the way with double-digit scoring averages. Klusner in particular has been on fire for the Redhawks lately, as she was named the Female Athlete of the Week for the week spanning November 19th to the 25th. After setting a career high with 25 points against Detroit Mercy the week prior, Klusner recorded the Redhawks' first double-double of the season with a 14-point, 11-board performance against High Point. Miami and Cincinnati also played each other last year, with the Bearcats winning at home by a score of 73-62. Following the game against UC tonight, the Redhawks' next game will be on the road on Saturday, December 8th at Valparaiso. For MTN, I'm Dylan Saraki.
That's all we have for today. Thank you for tuning in to our last show of the semester. Be sure to check back with us in February for more content. I'm Cache.
And I'm Julian. And don't forget to follow us on social media at MiamiMTN.